Hi all, my name's Richard. This is my very first video I'm doing for the side income 1 month challenge. To give a backstory on this, someone reached out to me one day and basically asked me, on a forum that is, how do I make more money? And basically he was just saying that I have a full-time job, but I just need some ideas to make a bit of money. I'm not here to, create a side hustle that's going to make me millions. And honestly, 90% of YouTube videos out there just kind of proclaim that, like the whole full-time side hustle vibe, like do this, buy my course, and you can become a millionaire in like a month. I'm not trying to do this. I'm trying to look at sustainable side income methods that you can do on your full-time job, on the side, on the weekends, potentially at night, so you can make a bit of extra dollars to put back into your pocket. Now, for my very first video, I'm doing surveys and Q&A kind of testing sites. A lot of people think about surveys as, Google surveys, $1 or Amazon Turk. And honestly, there are a lot of better ways to do this to make a bit of money. Now, I'm proclaiming $250 to $500 in this video, but I know someone who's made $1,000. So it depends how efficient you want to be or how much time you really want to put into it. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with what platforms I used. Okay, so for my very first day, I signed up to respondent.io, I think, Askable, usertescom, Try My UI, and Userlytics, and one other one which I don't remember because they never replied to me. So I did 6. I'm going to link a website below that you can apply to 17 if you really want. For me, I just wanted to stick to a couple that I can commit to rather than spending too much time on too many, because I do have a full-time job, I do have other side hustles. So for me, I just wanted to maximize my time as efficiently as possible. Also, as a disclaimer, I chose Respondent and Askable because they were Aussie based. For you, if you're based in the US or UK, pick ones that are more local to you, because then you'll probably get a higher chance of getting accepted into these tests. Okay, so let's see here. So we got Respondent. So I managed to put 9 project screeners down. So some of them are quite lengthy, maybe a minute. Some of them take 10 seconds to do. And I managed to only get 1. So you might be thinking, oh, you only got 1 out of 9. That's terrible. But see here, there's a big incentive, $150 for a 90-minute duration, which honestly is great. And honestly, it didn't even take 90 minutes. It took probably like an hour in total. So basically, it was a 3-day study. Basically, I had to just answer questions. I didn't even need to go online, no Zoom or anything. I just had to answer a bunch of questions about my marketing day-to-day job. And they paid me $150 USD. That's right, $150. And I was pretty amazed at this. I was like, holy crap, that's actually really good. So imagine that, $150 for an hour of work, or in this case, 90 minutes of work. I think anyone would take that. I widened this space out because there's a bit of personal links there, which I don't think they would want me to reveal. But that's Respondent, so $150 on that, 1 project only, but you know what, that's a pretty good start, so why not? Okay, so next one, let's go to Askable. So I only got $15, I don't know why it says invalidate there, but not that, obviously, the rate's not that great here. Once again, didn't have to do any Zoom calls or anything, so if you have some kind of anxiety on going and speaking to someone one-on-one, then not this one. So I just fill in a survey. Ironically, it was around KFC. Around how I order KFC and how I eat KFC and delivery and what I want, etc. It's a pretty funny survey. Managed to do $10 for 15 minutes, and then they did a follow-up one where they asked like 2 questions, honestly, and they paid me $5 for that. So I guess they were just interested in the fact that I apparently like KFC a lot. So there we go. So that's $15 plus $150. That's $165 already. Okay, so I ran a bit of trouble with Try My UI. They rejected my test because I made 1 slight error. Now their rate is probably one of the worst ones because they pay $10 for around 20 minutes of work. As you can see from the other 2, it's already pretty bad compared to basically what I'm doing here. And it's a pretty solid 20 minutes. So it's not like as if you can, do 15 minutes. They make sure they milk the 20 minutes out of you. So, and in the rejected test sense, I did send them an email. They didn't respond. I sent them a follow-up email. They didn't respond. So in that case, after that user kind of experience, I kind of went, you know what, ironically, I don't want to use the site anymore. So that's that. You can sign up if you really want, but when I had that 1 bad user experience with their site, I pretty much just said, nah, it's not worth it. Okay, so we got usertescom here. Basically, I'm just showing sites which I've actually made money on or potentially did. So I'm going to, as you can see, I paid a lot of tests here, each $10. I'm going to explain after earnings how it kind of works. But I'm going to just move to my Excel quickly, so let me just switch out Okay, so as you can see here, we got $270 here. I spent probably around 15 minutes for each test. So that's probably one per day by average. And yeah, so you got a total of $435 USD. If you convert them to AUD, which because I'm an Aussie, that's almost $500. So that's that. But because a lot of the viewers are probably going to be US based, I'm just going to call it 435. Almost 500, just slightly off. I could have gotten it, but I rejected a lot of tests because basically I was prioritizing other stuff which I wanted to do. I mean, that's that. This is a side income challenge, not a $1 million hustle challenge where I'm going to reject everything like my social events and stuff. So that's that. So yeah, that's earnings part. So let's dig a bit deeper into each site now. Okay, so I just wanted to take you through these parts just because I kind of wanted to show you the platforms and give you some tips on how to optimize your tests or how you do them. So with Respondent and Askable, or there's kind of similar ones that you'll find. Basically, you'll have to answer a bunch of screener questions. A lot of them, as you can see, they pay quite a lot. As you can see, the rate's pretty good. But some of them, obviously, like for example, Kubernetes clusters, that's really focused on people working in, like, you know, in IT, tech. I don't even know what a replenishment planner is. Here, this one is a very general one, so therefore I would go to view project. I would do start the screener, and I would, you know, which of the following products at work do you use? I would just answer it. There's 15 questions, just go through each one quickly, and yeah, apply, and hopefully you get it. You apply for it, and hopefully you get it. And if you get it, this one pays $110, so that's pretty good. Askable, exact same thing. I'll go back to more opportunities so you can see. So this is very Australian based. So these are suburbs in Australia, so very targeted towards Australians, which is why I was recommending, if you're an American or from UK or whatever, apply for more local ones because it's more likely going to be resonated or relatable to you. So you can basically have a higher chance of getting through the screening questions. So with these two, it's kind of like you fill in a survey, and then if they like you and you fit their demographic, you'll get basically a notification saying you are eligible for this test and we'd like you to kind of come along, do the one-on-one here or answer some questions, etc. Now, you try my UI and usertescom is slightly different, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, so the reason why I just want to briefly talk about usertescom and try my UI slightly differently to Respondent and Askable, etc. is because it's a slightly different concept. So as you can see here, I started one already. I'm basically going to go through this and let's see if I get it or not. So subscribe to current standards. So full time. Do you use a personal company smartphone for work purposes? Yes, I do. What if any applications do you use at least 4 days a week? Microsoft Teams, Office, Google Docs. I mean, use all of them to be honest. Which of these work-related actions do you use smartphones on a weekly basis? Share, presentation. Yep. I mean, I do for all of them. These interviews have been scheduled in the Indian Standard Time Zone. Are you comfortable with a 60-minute slot in the... Yes, I'll definitely join. Yes, so but yeah, I got this one, so $60. So yeah, as you can see here, they want me to schedule an appointment on the 27th to 28th. So I'll provide my ability. If you can't do it, then unfortunately you can't do it. So you can see here, I have the options of doing a nighttime and a morning time. And yeah, so that's basically it. So I basically just got a 60-minute potential test I can do. Now, I'm going to go back and show you the $10 ones because that's a bit more interesting in my opinion. The $10 ones are ones that you can do immediately. Because basically, you go through the screener and they screen grab whatever you do on your desktop afterwards. So you don't have to go through and talk to a one-on-one. Basically, you're talking, it's like a video interview. You're talking to the camera or you're talking to your microphone and you're just walking through like, oh yeah, this website sucks, or yeah, this part sucks, this doesn't make sense, or this is really good. And you do it potentially around 10 to 20 minutes. I've done ones where they only spent 8 minutes giving me questions and then it's like, oh yeah, that's all good. Some of them go all the way to 20 minutes, but the reason why I like usertescom is they don't really pack it. They don't really pack a billion questions. The testers are very, I guess you could say that the testers on the other side are very actually receptible to good feedback, and they will prefer quality over quantity of the billion hours of time. So honestly, I really like usertescom. As you can see from the Excel spreadsheet before, I made majority of my money on that site. It's really easy. I just basically put it on my Chrome tab because I have 2 monitors, and if something pops up, I'll just click on it and see if it's suitable. I'll do the test, and if it's not for me, then I just go back to doing my normal work. So it's like a very simple way of doing stuff. Normally I just do it during my lunch break or after work, obviously I wouldn't really do it during work times. So yeah, it's a very simple way of making money, and hopefully that kind of covers this section of the part. The last thing I kind of wanted to address is just don't do any screener questions or screener tests that don't relate to you. You want to save as much time and optimize your time as much as possible. Remember, this is side income. This is something to pay off your bills. So you don't want to commit so much time answering 11 questions where you know you're not going to get the test afterwards, right? So just go through the screeners and just pick the ones that you most likely have a chance to get through, because that's how you're going to optimize the amount of money you're going to make from allocating the time doing this. Okay, so hopefully this is a good first video. Let me know down in comments if you prefer me to do it in another format, maybe like you want me to edit the video a bit more, or if you want me to do other challenges. Maybe there's something you want me to try that you don't want to do yet, but you just want someone else to do. I've been thinking a lot of things like NFTs, potentially a bit of trading, a bit of writing, freelance work. There's so many opportunities to do side income, to make a bit of money so you can basically pay off that extra bill that you've been struggling with, or you want to pay off your credit card debt, which you might be struggling with as well. So hopefully this video is great. Please leave a like and subscribe if you really like the content here, and I'll see you in the next 1 month challenge video.